The dependence of weak against the stronger appeared at the dawn of human civilization. People cajoled the gods and idols, paying the priest, the leader and commander. Casual neighbor standing on a high level of the hierarchy was then commonplace. Mankind has involved any commodity-money relations, established the first laws, and with them came and those who violate these laws. The desire to circumvent the law has given rise to extortion. This phenomenon has been preserved until now, but now its name is corruption. In Russia, the fight against the phenomenon began since Ivan the Terrible, who first appointed public punishment to people for taking bribes, while in times of formation of the young Soviet Republic's penal code provided for this crime only one sentence: execution. Today, corruption pervades all strata of society and all areas of the state apparatus. Bribes are given and taken everywhere. To arrange child in kindergarten, to buy of the military service, to obtain a lucrative contract. It has become commonplace social phenomena. Meanwhile, some slogans and adopting anti-corruption laws, bribery cannot be defeated. Often the fight against corruption urging those who are vitally interested in it, because without the establishment of public control, proactive citizens cannot do. Interregional Public Organization Committee Against Corruption has been around for over 4 years. Here today are people who care about their country. The aim is simple and clear: to contribute to the development of civil society and the emergence of a strong rule of law. During this time, a lack of cooperation with law enforcement, executive and judiciary, the media, and with colleagues from the other Russian and foreign NGOs. Staff members of the committee each day face with dozens of cases of corruption. They have not stopped the flow of letters from citizens from across the country. There are constant calls to the hotline through which a few years as more than 80,000 citizens are helped. People of different professions come here with offers. Faced with corruption, they need help, advice, and here they are always happy because the members of the committee are real professionals and the appeals of citizens are never ignored. In Moscow, along roads and busy crossroads appeared shields called "Fighting Corruption, Everybody's Business." It is the action carried out by the committee together with the company Rasvero. As part of the shares are widely held polls, the results of analyzing the public opinion of different sections of society, which is necessary for more effective work of the committee. Over the years, members of the Committee Against Corruption achieved significant results and has implemented a number of large-scale projects. Together with the Russian Union of Journalists and established annually by the Federation Council competition Media Against Crime, Terrorism and Corruption, in the framework of marked and awarded more than 300 representatives of federal and regional media. On Radio Russia, more than a year, aired Minority Report Anticorruption, a joint project of Radio Russia and the Committee Against Corruption. Every week on air studio were prominent politicians, leaders of public organizations, experts and businessmen. Much attention in the committee is paid to work with youth. In Moscow, high schools were organized elective courses Fight Against Corruption as a system of social relations, which have caused great interest among students, what is evidenced by 100% of their attendance. Not so long ago, its own television station started its work on a technical basis of the committee, the backbone of which consists of experienced journalists. The staff quickly make reports based on the appeals of citizens, and they work in all regions of our country and analyzes the facts of corruption. Also, on the basis of the committee, established an internet portal, where you can always find fresh information and obtain free legal assistance. Regularly in the internet you can see the new video report on the work of the committee, in Russian and foreign languages. Committee Against Corruption published its print edition, magazine Anticorruption, the world's only periodical entirely devoted to the problems of countering corruption. The audience of this magazine are statesmen, politicians and community organizations around the world. For several years working on State Duma Expert Council on Protection of Property Rights and Fight Corruption, he headed a committee to combat corruption. The Council is developing a concept and drafts federal laws as well as prepares reports on pre-existing bills. In 2010, the Committee Against Corruption became a member of the Global Compact of the United Nations in order to facilitate the emergence of common values and principles of civil liability. According to UN experts, corruption is today one of the main causes of deceleration in global growth. Therefore, to effectively counter corruption is impossible without international cooperation, pooling of experts from different countries, and is significantly hampered by differing legislation, legal and economic systems, and fragmentation of community organizations on combating corruption. A society in the fight against corruption should not have national or state borders. Consolidation of these organizations, all of humanity to fight this social evil, that's one of the main tasks of the Committee Against Corruption, one of the few NGOs that promote civil society and democracy.